Hall of Fame, the red jacket, it's one of those things that's really become a goal, a common goal of agents as they become more and more acclimated with Family First Life and what we do here in their career at Family First Life. It really is kind of a benchmark for success. It's not the end all be all, but it's a great measuring stick to know where you are, what you can and can't do, and to get you to a place where you truly don't have to worry about cash flow anymore. And the things that I found most impactful to help you hit Hall of Fame is schedule. First of all, you want to be really, really rigid about your schedule. The days that you're gonna run, the days that you aren't gonna run, when you have events coming up, make sure that you schedule around those events. You also want to make sure that your schedule is kind of set and communicated to the other people around you that it impacts, be it your family or your team, so that you put those things in that are immovable, and then you schedule your appointments around those and truly maximize your time and fill in those gaps with producing or productive activity that is going to propel you to Hall of Fame, which is really just dialing or running appointments. The other thing that I just learned that I didn't do, that I wish I had thought about before, is when you do have things coming up, make up for that time before it happens. So take scheduling around those events to another level. Make up that time before it happens so that you're not in a position where you're trying to play catch up. That way, when you get to the other side, that time essentially becomes icing on the cake, or you can jump back into your normal routine as quickly as possible. The other thing that is directly correlated with your schedule is your lead flow. You want to make sure that your lead flow is sufficient to feed that schedule so that you're not squandering, wondering where the leads are going to come from, wondering how you're going to fill that time. It's one of those things where it's definitely better to have them and not need them than to need them and not have them, because now you've created an obstacle for yourself or put yourself behind and created a situation where now you inevitably have time that you have to make up. And that's essentially the worst feeling in the world in regards to insurance and try to make up times, because at that point you can't really control what happens next. The other thing, aside from schedule and leads, is probably one of the best things you can do for yourself is have a run buddy or a couple of run buddies. You want to have 3 people, somebody that's pushing you, somebody that's pulling on you, I should say, behind you, that's pushing you because they're pulling information from you. Because what's going to happen is as you're sharing your experiences with them, you're going to inherently tweak your process, relearn some things that you may have forgotten about, or enhance some things that you may be doing and start to do them on another level. The person that's running beside you is somebody that's also going to push you, that you'll be able to talk throughout the day, that'll help you navigate the roller coaster that is being an independent contractor. So they're going to help you weather the storm and navigate those situations as you go through them. They're going to be the person that you bounce ideas off of when things aren't going great. When things are going great, they're going to be that person that you maybe pick up because they picked you up, and again, focus on the things that are working so that you can bring those to the forefront and shed the things that maybe aren't working. And then that person that's ahead of you, and that person is going to also help you navigate those situations and also prepare you for the next level, because they've been where you are. They know where you're trying to get to. They know what it's going to look like when you get to that level. So they'll start to put things in place, whether you realize it or not, that are going to make that transition to that next level that much more seamless for you, so that along your road to Hall of Fame, you don't hit as many speed bumps or obstacles, or when you do hit them, they're less impactful and don't completely derail what you're doing. The other thing that you want to make sure that you do is stay plugged in. In between appointments, you want to make sure that you're doing things that are going to enhance or complement what you're trying to accomplish. Podcasts, trainings, reaching out to existing clients to make sure that they are where they need to be, or maybe ask for referrals, different things like that maybe lighten your load or sharpen your resources or sharpen your tools, so to speak. So as you consider or start to pursue Hall of Fame, the main 10 poles that you want to make sure that you focus on are your schedule, your lead flow, the people that you surround yourself, and the system itself, and make sure that you stay plugged in. If you focus on those 4 things in the activity that those 4 things will inherently produce, then Hall of Fame will just be a foregone conclusion.